Alright, here we are. De Leon Essentiella. Bless the essence for the essence blesses. We're outside Union Station. Psychic trauma here. Hashtag live and stream. So there are some PalaTARDinian protesters. How's it going? Well, there's 3 of them. There's a group of them over there. So let's go say hi. Yep, it's like 11 a.m. I thought the thing would be bigger. Free American hostages. Free the hostages. So it's also farmer's market. Yeah, so there's like 6 of them over there, a dozen over here, and 3 of them just went that way. So get my picture taken. Good morning. I support women's rights. Do you believe in Antifa against the anti-fascist regime of Hamas, who does not support women's rights? Say that again, please. Support women's rights. So I thought there'd be like 50 people here. They're wearing masks. It's like their MAGA flag. How's it going? Oh my God. At least it's only like 80 degrees. That's 60 something right now. Hello, ma'am. Free the American hostages. Thank you. There are chairs over there. Sit over there if we want. But as we're waiting, let's go check out the farmer's market, because you can see there's only like a dozen, and they're not marching, they're not saying anything.
Okay, don't worry.
And 3 of them did go this way. So let's go see if we can see them. So we'll come back to that. I was here like a week or 2 ago. I got a nice, what do you call that? Work utility night. I thought it was nice. So let's go check it out. This is what I look like. So, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Do you have beads, crystal beads with holes in them that could go around braids?
No.
Alrighty, thank you. Got a whole bunch of cool stuff. Hello. Really nice stuff. I'm hungry. Get some breakfast. Dude, I woke up fucking ass cracker. Well, not ass cracker. Ass crack early for a Saturday.
It feels so weird being there like that much.
Hello. Oh. Alrighty. Oh my God, dude. We can get a bobblehead. Get a bobblehead and be dressed like this.
The back.
All right, there's one with a knight and one with a rock star. Hello, y'all still setting up?
Another hour.
All righty, thank you. We'll come back and get a bobblehead. These are cool. That one's pretty. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have crystal beads that could go around braids? Thank you. So everybody's still setting up. Ah. Yep. A 3D printer. All this stuff looks cool.
Would you like me to demonstrate one for you?
If you like.
This is our large rose dragon. It's fully articulated.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
So I have beads in my braids,
Oh, those are pretty cool.
and those colors are cool. How much would it cost to get like a dozen beads printed up with very like a centimeter hole to half a centimeter hole?
That's something you'd have to talk to my engineer about.
Alrighty.
I
Well,
like to be put in a machine.
But how about a free bead?
oh, I'm good, but thank you though. Good morning. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, yo? Doing good. Still loving that purchase I made. Yep. Use it at work. Every day I'm there. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I told several people that you're here on the weekends, but normally everybody works on the weekend. Okay, let's go see if the protest gathered people. That's the farmer's market. They're still there. Oh, here are the other three that walk by.
Take a picture.
Oh, fuck yeah, you
I
can.
feel like I want to show my parents. We're Jewish and I love it. That's awesome.
Hey,
Thank you so
high
much.
five, yo.
I support you.
Hey, thank you. So,
I love it.
what's going on is the PalaTARDinians are having one of their little protests over
Oh
there.
my gosh, right now?
Yeah, so it's right. You see the dude with the flag
Oh my
and the
gosh,
loudspeaker.
I do.
So they show up. They do like one little thing a week. It used to be every day, and so I try to show up. And I've had a conversation with one of them about the hostages need to be set free. And I even spoke at city council, and I was like, yeah, we cannot negotiate with these people as long as they're holding people hostage. That's just wrong.
Yeah. Good for you. That
Thank
takes
you.
a lot of guts.
Yeah,
It's scary being Jewish in the world, how it is now. It's like, I like have to look over my shoulder every day.
it's shitty, though.
It
It is, right?
I support you. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
doing what you do.
I
It's
appreciate
beautiful.
you.
Have a good day.
You too. You're beautiful. You have a good day. Alrighty, so we got one supporter. Took a picture. Man, I need a fucking wheelchair that's automated so I can just relax. So I guess we'll lean against that. But yeah, here we are. Oh my god. We're at the protest. Man, I need a chair. So we'll see what they're saying, right? It is now 11:16. It was supposed to start at 11. Our people show up at 11. Hello. So we've got a dozen, maybe a dozen and a half. So they're protesting that somebody from the LGBTQ community was wearing their Palestinian scarf and was harassed at work. And they work here at Union Station. And so they what do you call that? They're showing up in solidarity, as I am showing up in solidarity for the Americans that are being held hostage. So I had to go into the bathroom and put this on. I was wearing a wife beater. Had to take off the wife beater, the like a tank top wife beater. Oh, we'll give this hand a rest. And I had to put this shirt on. I put on the pants, and I put the flags in the hair. And then I came out. You know, I woke up at like fucking 9 o'clock for this, dude. But I snoozed till about 9:45, and then I what do you call that? I took a shower, brushed my teeth. Have yet to take my morning shit. But think about this bullshit. I mean, this bullshit right here, man, that can make your morning shit just fucking. You feel all verklempt for the day. Oh my god, it's like you got to release that morning shit and just all over those motherfuckers. Hello. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 police over there, 2 over there. There's 2 or 3 more over there, 2 that I can see. Here we are. So they know who I am. I've shown up to one of their protests with the "We Support Israel" flag in my hair. Then I showed up to a what do you call that? One of their court dates with an American flag and Israeli flag in my hair. And then it was last Monday. I showed up to 3 American hostages, and so I showed up to city council on Monday for public speaking, public comment. Yet I did not get chose to speak, and I was dressed like this, and I only had 2 flags in my hair: the American flag and an Israeli flag. But today I was like, hey, I can put the American flag in the center, and no, put the American flag in the center. I don't know if I said that. Put the American flag in the center and put the Israeli flags to the side of it. Have a beautiful day. Rumor, hello you. Hope you're having a good weekend also. It's the farmer's market, and the farmer's market doesn't have that much food anymore. I hear the farmer's market that has the food is at Denver East High School. This is more of a merchant's farmer's market. It's over there. Oh, you think this looks good? Hello. Doing good. Oh, dude. I could have brought a fucking, what's that called? A tripod. So some of these people, they're looking at me in derogatory manners. Wave at them. Oh, I got the backpack. The American flag and the POWMIA flag. So, yeah, we'll sign up for public comment on Monday, but I think Monday may be the actual recognition, the observance day of 4th of July, even though the 4th of July is on Thursday. I got to get online and check out plane tickets. How are you?
Good, you?
Doing good. Good morning. Free hostages. Oh. So there was a Jewish girl who took my picture, and she was beautiful. I didn't put her on camera because I didn't ask, and I don't have to ask, but I was being respectful because she was real pretty, and you know, I could have, but I was just like, oh yeah, you can take my picture. She took my picture. So, yep. We got some Jehovah's Witnesses over there. They're right over there. You see them? They're holding the sign. So, Jehovah's Witnesses, Palestinian supporters. So the pedicabber is like, what the fuck? He sees that I'm here with the Israeli t-shirt, and then they're there with the Palestinian t-shirt. How's it going? I'm just filming everybody. Exercising my rights as an American. You're just here. I don't think this is a spot where you're supposed to be riding the bike. Welcome, officer. It's actually intelligence officer. I'm an intelligence officer. So the dude was staring at me, and the pedicabber, and I don't think they're supposed to be there, but they're actually supposed to be over there. Hello. So there's a group of half a dozen over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least, over to the side. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 here. So a solid dozen and a half. Oh. So the pedicabber, that was odd. He's like, he stops right in near the whole area where it's going on. He's like, why are you filming me? I'm like, I'm exercising my rights. And then I was like, you know, you're not supposed to be here. And he's like, oh, thanks, officer. And I was like, it's actually intelligence officer. Oh, sir, you look a little lost.
No, I'm just.
Oh.
We're tourists.
Oh, okay.
I've never been to Denver before, and I just kind of wonder what's going on here. This is kind of a pro-Palestinian thing going on here.
Yes, sir. So this is Union Station. There's I guess a coffee shop or some shop in there, and there's one of their employees was wearing the PalaTARDinian scarf. I think it's called a kippah.
Yeah.
And that employee claimed that they were being harassed for wearing the kippah scarf in support of Palestine. And so they're having this get-together to show support for their fellow Palestinian supporter.
Yeah.
And I'm here showing support for the American hostages and the Israeli hostages.
Yeah.
And I believe that the hostages should be set free before any negotiations are committed.
I'm with you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Where are you from?
England.
England, right on.
Yeah.
How long are you in Denver for?
We've got 2 weeks in Colorado. We're here we just came yesterday, flew in yesterday. We've got 2 more nights here, and then we're going to do a tour around Colorado, the peaks and the Aspen and a few other places.
Are you going to Telluride, Colorado?
Well, funny you should say that. I have been there once before, so we probably will miss it. We've been
Oh, okay.
We did a cross America tour a few years ago. Didn't do too much Colorado, but we did go to Telluride, which was amazing. So
I grew up in Telluride.
did you? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I lived there, it was so small. It was honestly like 7 blocks by 5 blocks. There wasn't even a stop sign. We had to have a town hall meeting on like where we going to put a stop sign because all the music festivals would cause a lot of street traffic. So we came up with an idea that we'll take a hubcap, weld a pole to it, and screw a stop sign to it. And when the traffic gets heavy, a police officer would just walk it out into the road. And then when the traffic's not heavy, they'll take it off to the side and lock it to a pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, no, we that was we went about 10 years ago, but it was great. We just stopped for a couple of tea or something. But it was amazing. Incredible.
Right on.
Yeah. Anyway, it's my wife.
Oh, hello, ma'am.
Yeah. No, I was just asking a gentleman what was going on, and he was explaining about that. Is that why the police are here?
Yes. So,
So nothing kicks off.
yeah, it's basically to make sure that it remains peaceful.
Okay.
Ma'am, a Palestinian supporter works here at Union Station, I believe at the coffee shop. And they were wearing their Palestinian scarf, those scarves, the kippah. And that employee claims that they received harassment and discrimination for their support of Palestine. So the Palestinian supporters came out here to support that employee. And so I'm here to show support for the American hostages and the Israeli hostages.
Yeah.
And I believe that there should be no negotiation with Hamas until the hostages are released.
It was terrible, wasn't it? What happened on that day was so
Yeah.
brutal.
Mhm.
Appalling. Yeah.
And it was celebrated for at least 2 or 3 days in the streets and festivals, celebrations, barbecues, singing, dancing, fireworks. And then when Israel decided to defend themselves, they got up in an uproar and they were saying, "Oh no, it's so horrible that you defended yourself." So
Anyway, best of luck.
you too, and enjoy Colorado.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a beautiful day. Nice talking to you also. Bye. Oh, dude, the Casa Bonita wait list is like 700,000 people. Seriously, yo. You have to have a large group of 20 and be like some type of group, like you're traveling through town and you're like a music group or a play. They have the Share play come through the Buell Theater or the Belco. I think it's the Buell, the Opera House. And so the Share crew for the Share Theater Broadway show that played at the Opera House, they scheduled their like 20 people going to Casa Bonita 6 months before it happened. All right, and yes, say
I'm on your side. When you get rowdy, I'm close by.
thank you.
So I'm from Israel, and I've had a run into these guys on the East campus. I'm not going to.
No, you go ahead. I go right ahead.
I've had a few runs on D's campus, the Denver campus, the Aurora.
Your area?
I'm from Israel,
Yeah. Well,
so
my apologies for your suffering of your people.
we've been doing it for 4 centuries, but I don't trust the DPD to do anything. I flew in last night. I'm here for 2 weeks, and I go back. But I'll be close by.
If you would like to take my picture, you may.
I'm not one of those people.
Okay.
I'm just, if they get rowdy and they come up to you, I'm letting you know I'm here with you.
Thank you, sir.
So I've already had runs with the police. I brought an FBI with DU. So
Is the encampment still going on at DU?
FBI got involved.
Cool.
I had contacts with some of the students that were handing out pamphlets from Hamas.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe that shit, dude.
And I get it, they're public and they're private. They really can't do much. But as soon as I said I'm bringing the FBI in to the chancellor, he was like, okay. That night, they moved everybody.
Thank you.
So I'll be close by. I'm kind of in the shadows, just letting you know that I'm here because there's only like a few of us at each of their protests.
Yep.
But I've had a few runs with them, so I'm close by.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Be safe and have a beautiful day. See that? See, I think there's several Israeli supporters and supporters freeing the hostages just walking around. Because think about it, it is a farmer's market, and you can just like go browse, shop at the farmer's market, and then just keep an eye on what's going on. So, Pig Train Coffee, I believe, is the coffee shop that allegedly harassed or discriminated against a Palestinian protester. And I think it was that person right there. That person right there with the hat and the apron who just flipped off the pigs. That is the employee that claims to be harassed for supporting Palestine. Yeah, okay, so the Casa Bonita thing, all right? So the Broadway show Cher, that entire crew went to Casa Bonita because I worked that show for load in and load out. We helped set up the stage and all the lighting and the audio and all that stuff because that's my job. I worked for the stagehand union and, you know, I was a stagehand at that show. So one of their managers, one of their employees, was saying that they're going to Casa Bonita, and somebody else, one of the other stagehands, was like, "How'd you guys get a fucking pardon my language? How'd you all get a reservation?" Like, "Oh, we made our reservation over 6 months ago when we found out we were coming to Colorado, and we still had to have our production manager verify that we are part of the Cher Broadway show and that there will be at least 20 of us showing up. So that way we can get bumped up on the list. If not, no, that wait list is 700,000 people long, dude. Yeah. The wait list at Casa Bonita is outrageously long. Like, dude, half a million, 750,000, dude. And I'm like, yo, I just wanted to show up one day and go check it out. Thank you. Be safe. Thank you. Pretty girl. Put her hands together with like, thank you. I was like, fuck yeah, thank you. So, Casa Bonita's open, I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's open. I don't even know if they made it in Casa Bonita. I just remember talking to a lady saying that they had to pull some shit to get on the waiting list or whatever. All right, so we got 24 PalaTARDinians. It blows my mind how women can support Palestine. And then they say they support women's rights. And I'm like, okay, where's all the Antifa people who support women's rights and freedom of speech and anti-fascist, you know, Antifa, to protest Palestine? Because Palestine is a very, very fascist, oppressive regime. Women have no rights there. They're practically property, you know. Freedom of speech doesn't exist. Freedom of religion doesn't exist. No, freedoms don't exist at all in Palestine. So all these people who claim to be Antifa supporting Palestine, that's, dude, remember, those people took the side of the Nazis, yo. 400,000, or was it 100,000 Palestinians or 400,000 Palestinians took the side of Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait in the late 80s, early 90s. And I think it was the late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember. So anyway, Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait. And then after Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait, it was 100,000 or 400,000 Palestinians joined the Iraqi military in support of Saddam Hussein and just rampaged in Kuwait and just committed atrocities and war crimes, rape, murder, infanticide, genocide against Muslims. Faithful Islamic people were set upon by Palestinian terrorists, over 100,000 or hundreds of thousands. And then it was the Palestinians attacked Lebanon, Jordan, and Syria. You know, innocent Syrians in that genocide. And even the Russians had to fight the Palestinians in Syria. In Egypt, I think it was 2014, and in 2004, I think most recently was 2014, Egypt just leveled and bombed and demolished the Palestinian border of Egypt, and they just went in and reclaimed it and just leveled it, razed it to the ground to rubble and ash, and put up a buffer zone that the Palestinians aren't even allowed in anymore. So Israel shares a border with in the Gaza Strip, and they have tolerated the Palestinians much longer and much more peacefulier than any other Muslim nation, all of them combined. Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Egypt, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, do not put up with Palestinians. But the Israelis have offered peace over and over and over and offered a two-state thing. And then, you know, Hamas and the Palestinians, they just keep rampaging against their neighbors, especially their Muslim neighbors. The Palestinians have attacked more Islamic nations than I think all other countries combined. Think about how many Islamic nations there are. There's only like half a dozen, and the Palestinians have attacked each and every one of them, have committed terror attacks against innocent Muslims of Muslim countries prior to the recognition, prior to the Jews being sent there from England or Europe, and prior to the formation of Israel. People say that Hamas exists because the IDF. The IDF exists because of what would you call that? England. God, what was that? Special service, special branch, whatever special forces in England called. Royal Forces of England. Oh, I used to know the name. But anyways, the IDF formed in retaliation due to the oppression of the British Empire. All right. So, and prior to that, neither one of them were there. Palestinians were not in that area, and neither were the Jews. That used to be Ottoman Empire land. It used to be occupied by Irish, and then in World War I, the Irish pirates and the Irish terrorists that occupied Eastern Mediterranean, what we would call Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Israel, Palestine, and parts of Egypt and parts of Cyprus, they all got gassed and bombed out in World War I, and then again in World War II. So, yeah, here we are. It started. Oh. I don't know how long my phone clicked out there. Fuck. Rumor, if you're still watching, did you hear my whole rant about Palestine, Israel, and basically the Eastern Mediterranean used to be occupied by the Irish? Because it looked like my finger hit a button and it wasn't working right. You heard me, but the picture was frozen. At least you heard, right? Free the American hostages held hostage in Palestine. Free the American hostages held hostage in Palestine. Free the hostages before negotiations. From the river to the sea, fucking get rid of Palestine, right? They're not from there. They were brought there after World War II, same as the fucking Jews. That land belongs to the Ottoman Empire. No peace as long as foreign invaders are upon stolen land, right? So as long as the Palestinians are on the land of the Ottoman Empire, there shall be no peace. We must remove the Palestinians from the land of God. What? Oh, yeah. I used to remember the name of what that area was called. That area used to have a different name in Judea. Yes, it used to be called Judea, or Eastern Judea. No, actually, it used to be Central Judea, and then the Great Flood happened and took out Western Judea. Cyprus used to be a mountainous area because the Mediterranean Sea did not exist prior to the Great Flood. The Great Flood occurred, and then it took out the Mediterranean desert and the, what do you call that? The Nile Delta marsh that used to be an inland delta. And then the Great Flood, because the Pass of Gibraltar was dug into, and then the Atlantic Ocean flooded in and tore into and formed the Pass of Gibraltar and flooded the Mediterranean desert into the Mediterranean Sea, and then flooded the Nile Delta area and surrounded Cyprus with water. And Cyprus, which is now an island, used to be landlocked area, and that was called Western Judea prior to the Great Flood. Then the Great Flood happened, and it flooded Western Judea, and Central Judea is where we currently have Israel, parts of Egypt, what do you call that? Lebanon, Jordan, Syria. And Eastern Judea, I think, went all the way to, at the very least, Iraq, to, what do you call that? Babylon, to the borders of Babylon. And some scholars and some people would say that Babylon was once considered Eastern Judea. But whatever, right? Here we are. That's in the past. So they're saying boycott Pig Train. Pig Train is the coffee shop. Free American hostages held hostage in Palestine. Free American hostages. Ow. When I say free train, you say boycott Award. Award. Pig Train Award. Pig Train Award. Pig Train Award. Okay, so the thing is, over here is Stoic and Genuine. All right, that's a restaurant. I believe Pig Train is a coffee shop on that side of Union Station. Okay, so a lot of them are communists, all right? So how do you, for lack of a better term, explore, develop, benefit from communism? Communism leads to stagnation, all right? So you need capitalism in the extra capital for research and development and R&D and, you know, the development of more resources such as housing, transportation.
We won't be silent. We can't wait to discuss today. We won't be silent. We can't wait to hear y'all say. To hear y'all say. We won't be silent. We can't wait to hear y'all say. To hear y'all say.
And think about how most of these people would never be allowed in Palestine, all right? Because remember, the alternative lifestyle, LGBTQ, whatever they're called, they're not tolerated in Palestine. You know, homosexuals, bisexuals, transsexuals, they're not tolerated in Islamic culture. And yet you have, for lack of a better term, a false narrative being perpetuated by terrorists claiming that these terrorist organizations support the LGBTQ community, and those are infiltrators and what are those called? Agent provocateurs with disinformation and false information to get the ignorant and the naive to side with them. And the Palestinian agent provocateurs prey on the ignorance and naivete of the LGBTQ community to deceive the LGBT community into thinking that Islam in Palestine supports the LGBT community. So yeah.
If their jobs were wearing what you're wearing right now, would you support that? That's the question.
Well, here's the thing. Certain employees don't allow political statements. When you come to work, you're no longer a public entity, you're a private entity.
That was never in their code of conduct.
Well, you got a point there. But if their code of conduct says you're allowed to express your political views, then you're allowed to express your political views. But we just saw that lady. She walked over here, she flipped over the cops, and then she went into there. So she didn't get fired. She still had her pig train apron on. Man, I am so fucking hungry, dude. Oh, dude. Getting a breakfast sandwich sounds great right now.
I'm going to say when discrimination is on display, you're going to say this enough today. When discrimination is on display, let me hear you say this enough today. When discrimination is on display, let me hear you say stop today. When transphobia is on display, let me hear you say stop today. When genocide is on display, let me hear you say stop today.
Okay, yeah. When hostages are taken, what do you say? Free the hostages right away. When hostages are taken today, what do we say? Free them today. When those who support the taking of hostages is on display, what do we say? Hoorah, fuck you, son, nigga.
When I say big train, you say boycott. Big train. Big train. Big train. When I say boycott, you say big train. Boycott. 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 When I say big train, you say boycott. Big train. Big train. Big train. Big train. Big train.
I need a fucking electric wheelchair or an electric scooter, dude. We got that fat bitch over there in one. You guys see the fat bitch in the scooter holding the sign? The electric wheelchair? Right there. See the fat bitch? That fat bitch has got a wheelchair. I need a fucking wheelchair, dude. So I can sit down and fucking just go around.
What you call it exploitation? That's a constant exploitation.
Okay, yeah. So Union Station does need to pay a living wage.
Good trade. Good trade. Good trade. Good trade. But then the side is on display. Let me hear you say. Let me hear you say.
Thank you.
Let me hear you say.
Hey, yeah.
Look like you say hatred.
Hey, Rumor, you have a beautiful day. Run your errands. Oh my God, dude, I am so hungry. Like, seriously, I don't want to leave this protest, but I need to go get a sandwich or something, a muffin, something, dude. I gotta see if I have my. Oh, dude, I forgot my debit card. I just have my ID. Fuck, dude. So I just have my ID on me. I Fraggle Rock. Have a beautiful day. It's nice and cool out today. I think it's 67 degrees. It's only supposed to get 81 today.
Okay, so I have a little something that my friend Carter wrote. He was going here. So he wants to speak out about what was happening and also this interesting experience where he can. The station has started to is like in ways as Americans shopping there and the people running the show have shown us they only care about their council needs, even at the cost of their employees.
Okay, so they're saying that the employee was given an option to take off their Kifa scarf in support of Palestine. All right, so there could be, corporate mandates that say no supporting terrorism, no supporting political views, So I've seen people forced to take off their MAGA hat,
On top of having to wear uniform that is hand button up and an apron on top of it. I can speak to that personally as before I got fired, I almost found out 3 times in the middle of my shift. When I told my managers that I was going to do anything about it, I had to speak to them in my shift.
So the dude's talking about wearing an apron and have to wearing a button up. Dude, I had to wear an apron, a button up, and a fucking vest. No, I didn't wear the vest. I wore the suspenders. It was an option. You had a vest or a suspenders. I wore the vest one day, and I was like, fuck this. This is too hot. And I wore the suspenders. I made minimum fucking wage, which was $9 something an hour. Yeah.
The Bucks, we boycott you. The Crawford Hotel, we boycott you. Keep your place right, get your night.
Okay, so he's talking about boycotting places he cannot afford to go. So think about how much boycotting I do every day. All right. I boycott Cherry Creek due to the fact that I cannot afford to go to Cherry Creek. All right. So I boycott several of these establishments based upon the fact that I'm too poor to go there. All right. So all these people are like, yeah, we're going to boycott this spot. Well, you're boycotting it just by being poor. All right. So yeah, we cannot afford to go there. So that's like a boycott because we're not going there. Two, 4, 6. Israeli has the right to exist. 6, 8, 10. Bomb Palestine again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Israeli state has the right to exist. Or no. 2, 4, 6. The Israeli state has the right to exist. 6, 8, 10. Bomb Palestine again. 2, 4, 6. The Israeli state has the right to exist. 6, 8, 10. Bomb Palestine again. They're protesting Pig Train. An employee at Pig Train, 2 of them, the one who's speaking, went to work with their Palestinian scarf on. And they were informed repeatedly, hey, you either have to take that off or you have to go home. No political statements on your dress and your work. You're not allowed to wear a MAGA hat, and you're not allowed to wear a Palestinian scarf. All right? You are allowed to wear your religious hair dress. So if you had what's that called, a burqa? Yeah, that stuff. You're allowed to wear that, but that's recognized as religious hair dress by the corporation. Okay. Yeah, because they don't ever wash that fucking scarf, dude. So the dude who's talking, he chose to cause a scene, and he was sent home. And instead of showing back up to work, he didn't show up to work, so he got a no-call, no-show and got terminated. The other girl, she just showed up. She walked out, showed in her work apron, and then walked past the police, flipped off the police, and then went back to work at Pig Train Coffee. So she's at work right now. So she chose to take off the scarf and continue to work. This person chose not to take off the scarf, got sent home, and then chose not to show up for work the next day later.
Is there an entrance on the inside or just the outside?
For
Pig Train.
I'm not sure, but I believe it's on that side over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You thirsty?
I'll take a water. I don't drink coffee.
How about a tea?
Sure.
If I can find it, I'll get you a tea.
Thank you, sir. Two, 4, 6. Palestinians shouldn't exist. 2, 4, 6. Israeli state has the right to exist. 6, 8, 10. Bomb Palestine again. So think about it, yo. The girl, she decided to take off her Palestinian scarf and get to work, you know? She was wearing her apron earlier, and, you know, that's just like common understanding that when you go to work, you're no longer, for lack of a better term, fully in the public domain, all right? You don't have the right to fully express yourself, so, especially with food and safety and health issues. What about like free the nipple, all right? You go to work and you're not wearing a top, that's a health issue. You have to, you got to wear something, right, covering your top. I'm not allowed to go to work without a shirt on. I have to wear a shirt. Okay, I've had jobs where I've had to wear what do you call that? An apron, and it was like 90 some odd fucking degrees down where I was working, and I had to wear basically a suit and a tie. Well, I didn't have to wear the jacket. I had to wear nice pants, nice shirt. I had to wear a tie. Had to wear suspenders. I had to have my hair up in a bun, and I had to wear an apron. You know, it was fucking outrageously hot, and I made minimum fucking wage in service industry. I was working at a place I call the Green Terrace, also known as the Green Russell. And so, yeah, that's the thing about being a wage slave. They are not all Palestinians throughout the Middle East. The Middle East does not like nor tolerate the Palestinians. Repeatedly, the Palestinians have attacked their Middle Eastern neighbors. As I said earlier, hundreds of thousands of Palestinians joined the Iraqi military to rampage the innocent Kuwaiti people. And then the Palestinians attacked Egypt. Egypt destroyed the Palestinian settlements on their border and made it into a no-go zone. It's basically an empty land with barbed wire and I think it's called dragon teeth. Dragon teeth are basically they're concrete blocks. All right, you see those right there? Those concrete blocks are everywhere on the border of Egypt and Palestine. So that way the Palestinians cannot invade Egypt. Yeah, and Egypt destroyed tunnels, hundreds, if not thousands of miles of tunnels on the Egyptian-Palestinian border. And so, yeah. Thank you. Be safe. Have a beautiful day. Palestine, boycott, boycott Palestinians, boycott Palestinians. What the fuck are you on, negative YouTube? Go buy a fucking PalaTARDinian shirt? Fuck you. Nothing says Palestine like capitalism or freedom. Okay, so this is not a merch tent. This is part of the farmers market, all right? So over there, you see all those tents? there's about 2 to 3 dozen, and they're doing a farmer's market outside the Union Station.
Black tea.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You be safe.
There's only one solution.
So that used to be the farmer's market in the morning. Saturday morning, I used to go to there, and I used to buy food. But there's like maybe 2 or 3 spots you can get food there now. It's all merchants. It's all clothing. It's jewelry. It's artwork. Body washes, stuff like that. The food farmers market is outside Denver East High School now. I'm not sure if it's Saturday or if it's Sunday. But dude, I am starving. Dude, it is all fucking chicks selling low tier gear. Right? It's fucking an Etsy marketplace.
Number 2, the treatment of homeless people or people experiencing disease of homeless.
Yeah, they have the bath bombs, they have the body scrubs, you know. Yeah, it's an Etsy market. Yeah.
Our team signed away the general public rights in 2012 when an agreed terms would be placed in line. A private group would come to these managing Allied security guards enforce safe hospitality policy of only allowing safe customers. They do this by observing people, harassing people, banning people, and escorting people out of the building, and will ask for receipts. Property funded by the people needs to be accessible to all the people. With increased security, turning off outlets, but respecting their electronics, harassing non-customers in the station, people from sitting or laying down in the same way,
yeah, that's all it is now. It's regarded. It is regarded, yo. Dude, I used to get all my fruits and vegetables. I bought plants at the farmer's market. I bought some ferns once. I hung them up in my, what do you call that? My shower, and they did great. I used a plant hanger that I purchased from, what do you call, the Dollar Tree, the dollar store. And then that snapped and broke. And my plant hit the ground, and the plastic pot it was in shattered. And then that the fern died. It didn't come back, which was shitty. I really like those ferns, and I've been wanting to get more plants in my house, but I'm saving up, you know, to go to Russia. As well as PepsiCo products. These are few of many products identified being sold. Yeah, dude, that whole thing of selling ugly food is like, you know? It's like, what the fuck is this? Security, just like the police, this supports the target people of color and subject them to heavier surveillance and harassment regularly. So he's talking about how the Union Station has been gentrified and they don't allow the homeless to hang out there anymore. So I was here in 2005, all right? It was nothing like this. The roof had holes in it. Inside was completely empty. There was a couple of benches, and there weren't even whole benches. Each corner had different drug use. You had crack and cocaine, you had heroin, you had meth, and you had like everything else. I saw a person get shot inside. There was no security, there's no police. Union Station office was, the Amtrak office was just in the corner. They didn't even use the bathroom here. They stopped up over there by Coors Field, and you used the bathroom at Coors Field.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Normally, these PalaTARDinian protests have at least 50 people. There's a dozen and a half, almost 2 dozen at most. You got 3 people over there, a couple over there, and then the people walking in a circle. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so there's 20 people total. Oh, dude, there's several mills, dude. Yeah. They're protesting that one of the employees, the pig train, 2 employees went in with their Kifa scarf, real dirty, and the manager said, well, hey, you got to take that off. Our policy doesn't allow presenting, what do you call that, politics? You're not even allowed to wear a MAGA hat. So one of the dudes said, no, I'm not taking it off. So he got sent home for the day. He didn't show up for his next day of work, so he did a no-call, no-show and got fired. The girl, she came out because she's still working. She took off her scarf and went back to work. She showed up to work the next day later and still has her job. So they're protesting, saying that it was discrimination and oppression, when the dude, all he had to do was take off his dirty scarf at work because it's a health and food safety hazard. So
I want to troll them so bad. Why do you guys all look like little bit?
well, I mean, I support women's rights, so I'm not going to support Palestine.
If anyone had any comments,
You're beautiful.
this is so depressing.
They had a couple encampments. They had an encampment at Auraria, and they had an encampment at DU. And, you know, yeah, they got too violent and too vandalizing, you know.
Dude, it makes no sense, bro. Do they not know that Muslims occupied the world at one point? That's like, do they know this? Like, they are evil.
Well, think about every time the Muslim empire got strong and beautiful, they killed all these types of people. Islam is based upon Orthodox Christianity. Muhammad was an Orthodox Christian, you know. So you had, what is that, Solomon the Magnificent, who took over the Middle East and just killed millions of people in that area because they were basically terrorists.
Literally, I don't understand. But you know what is a really telling thing is that they really all look like little bitches.
Yeah.
They got colored hair. A lot of them are gay. And
Yeah.
like they're just all dumb, and it's easy to manipulate dumb people.
Right.
So this is what's going on. It's so stupid. Look, it's literally a disabled person. She just sliced the money.
Yeah.
Like it's so.
She wants to be raw.
She wants to be partisan, which is
understandable, you know, and it's heartbreaking. But the women, like, how can a woman support Palestine and then claim they support women's rights and women's rights to choose?
I'm gonna troll someone.
Be safe.
You think
Maybe if you take your vehicle up there, yeah, you could park it right over there.
No, I think you're safe.
Okay. Well, the cops may say you have to move it, but they'll give you at least 5 minutes.
They won't, but they won't.
What do you find in
All right, so that dude right there, he's gonna go talk to the PalaTARDinians. Be safe.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Free Palestine! Long live Palestine! We want justice to stay out. Boycott Pinterest right now. We want justice to stay out. Boycott Pinterest right now. Boycott Pinterest right now. We want justice to stay out. We want right now.
All right, it's 12:17. It's been going on for at least an hour. There's 24 people now. It was half a dozen, then a dozen, then a dozen and a half. Now it's 2 dozen.
Free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Free Palestine! Long live Palestine!
So they're giving away free coffee right there. Wonder where that coffee came from. He just went and got some free coffee.
They're so sick. I'm like, why? I'm like, why do you guys all look like little bitches? And they're like, I don't know. Do you want coffee? I'm like, yeah, sure. Give me coffee. So all because someone got fired just because they accidentally.
Yeah. And so it was 2 people total, all right?
And they aren't even Muslim. That's the crazy part. Like, when you're protesting, you're not even Muslim. You're just trying to start.
So, it's the person with the red scarf, all right?
They got fired?
Yeah, right there with the white and red thing, loudspeaker. Yeah, so that person was claiming discrimination. Okay, the person with the loudspeaker with the red scarf, right in front of the
I
flag.
didn't see any white and red. It's black and red.
No, his loudspeaker is red and white. His scarf is black and red. Yeah, so that person worked at Pig Train Coffee, all right? Was told to take off that scarf because look how dirty it is. You know, and it's a health safety food hazard. And then he was like, no, or whatever that person's claiming to be. And so he was given an option, take off the scarf or go home. Chose to go home. And then on their next shift, chose not to show up to work. So that's a no-call, no-show. You get fired for that in America.
You know what I would love if that other person could just, if that other person could just quit, quit.
Well, the other person, is still at work. If you go in there, you'll see the other person. It's a girl who's kind of fat with a shaved buzz cut head. She was wearing her kippah also, her scarf, and she was told, take off your scarf or go home. She took off her scarf. Yeah. She's still working there because she took off her scarf and she showed up to work for her next shift. Well, they were talking about it.
Oh, really? They had a whole speech about it?
Yeah.
And they even said the parts that would make them discriminate them. Or like, not discriminate them. They even said the parts that, like put balance to their story.
Well, they came up and spoke to me.
Yeah.
And they're like, how would you feel if you showed up to work dressed like that and you were told, take it off or go home? And I'm like, well, what if my work doesn't allow me to express political opinions because the same place that they work at doesn't allow you to wear a MAGA hat. All right, so you're not allowed to wear a MAGA hat, you're not allowed to dress like this, and you're not allowed to have that scarf.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. That's what they're protesting. So you could go in the pig train right now and see the girl at work. She's kind of a pudgy girl. She has a buzz cut hair, and she's dressed in her work uniform with her work apron on. Yeah, she took off her scarf and went back to work. She came back to work on her next shift. That dude in the red scarf did not take off his scarf, so he was sent home. And then when he was required to show back up to work the next day, he didn't show up, and he claimed the discrimination.
Hey, I'm a still high.
Yeah. How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing all right?
Oh, man. So, always think you're going to have a nice Saturday. That's why you don't hire people that look like you.
Yeah.
That's why.
So,
Hire somebody.
what happened was there's a coffee shop inside called Pig Train. Hey, be safe, yo. 2 employees were wearing their Palestinian scarves, the kifas.
Yeah.
They're dirty. They're not clean. And so the manager was like, hey, you got to take those off. That's a food and safety health issue.
Yeah.
One employee, the one in the red scarf with the blonde hair right there, refused to take off the scarf. So the manager was like, well, you either take off the scarf or you go home. That person decided to go home.
Yeah.
The next day later for their shift, they didn't show up for work. A no-call, no-show gets you fired.
Right.
So they're claiming discrimination and oppression for being fired for not showing up to work. The other girl who had the scarf on, she took off her scarf and went back to work. She showed up to work the next day later, and she's at work right now. She came out earlier, and she's a pudgy girl, and she has short hair like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she took off her scarf, went back to work, and then showed up to work for her next shift. She's in there working right now. Yeah, so they're protesting oppression and discrimination, saying that they were fired for supporting Palestine, when in fact they were given the option. They were given the option, just take off your scarf,
Right.
Get back to work. You're not allowed to wear a MAGA hat in there either.
Right.
I wouldn't be allowed to work like this.
Right.
I would have to take this out of my hair.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to go to work like that either. It's your freaking job, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then they were complaining that it gets so hot in there and they have to dress up nicely and wear an apron. Well, how much hotter do you think it's going to be with that huge fucking scarf on?
With a Hamascapy on.
Yeah, Hamascapy on.
I like how I don't see one single Arab in the crowd there.
Dude, right?
It's all like blue-haired, they-them liberals.
Yeah, and it blows my mind how women support Palestine when women have no rights in
No,
Palestine.
it's like chickens for KFC.
Oh my God, dude.
So I'm an ex-Muslim, so I get this shit, man. It's ridiculous. I work for a think tank called the Middle East Forum. Actually, we've got a project called the Israel Victory Project, and it's exactly what it sounds like. So since October the 7th, I've just been inundated in this shit. And it's Saturday. I finally get a day off. Just gonna go get a drink in there. God damn it! Look who's here.
Right? Yeah. Are you guys hiring cybersecurity? I'm a recent graduate of cybersecurity school.
I don't know that we are. I don't have a card, but I can give you like a website or an email address.
Yeah. Oh shit.
But we all work remotely. We've got 2 main offices. One of them is in Philly. The other's in Jersey. Do you have a email I can send this to?
Yeah.
The funniest thing, at some point it gets kind of comical. When they had the encampment on campus over there, one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life is all these white, they, them, transgenders leading the call to prayer.
Dude, yeah. this one teacher at DU. She retired. She goes by Z Williams, and
I might have read about her.
yeah, she was also on Unicorn Riot. They made a huge little display about it. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, that lady is so hateful. Because I went to one of their gatherings. There's like 50 of them outside of Coors Field.
Yeah.
And I wore normal clothes, and I just had the Israeli flag in my hair.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm here to support the hostages and the release of the hostages. And they were like, oh, we support the release of hostages also. Then they were like, so why don't you have an American flag? So then I went and got an American flag, and I was like, why don't you guys have an American flag? And then she started talking about how I needed to be beaten and raped for supporting Israel. And I was like, dude, that's fucked up. How could you say that as a woman?
I could say that as anybody in a free society. It's ridiculous.
And I was like, and she's like, so why don't you wear a Palestinian flag? And I was like, I support women's rights. And she's like, oh, you were quick with that one. And I was like, well, yeah. And then she caused so many problems. So many people reported her. She was given an option: resign or be fired. And she made a huge deal of resigning.
Yes.
And
caused a whole. Not many people really paid much attention except for her kicking and screaming on her way out like a toddler.
Yeah, and she had some dude with her, and he has his beard, and he's wearing this kippah and a dress, and he's like, I am sister blah, 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 of the witchhood of the sacred. Yeah, like there's some sacred witchhood in Palestine that he's a sister of. And I was like, oh my God, dude, this is fucking hilarious.
Oh, I hope he likes rooftops.
Oh my fuck, dude.
I don't know if you follow Douglas Murray.
No, Douglas Murray.
Watch his genocide free parody. Anyway, Douglas Murray. He's a British guy. He's author, journalist, researcher. He's been a freaking hero since October 7th for the Israelis and Jews. He's one of the first Western journalists that was allowed into the massacre sites. Yeah, after October 7th. He won a few awards from the Israeli government just for his reporting and coverage of all this. He recently did a debate, and it was fantastic. I don't know if you know who Mehdi Hassan is.
No.
Snaky Islamist Al Jazeera reporter. But the motion that they were debating was anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism. And Douglas's side was saying that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. And it turns out he won, and his side won by like 66%. Just a sweeping victory. But if you ever get the chance, check that debate out, or anything Douglas Murray has done.
Douglas Murray versus who?
Mehdi Hassan.
Mehdi Hassan.
It's a monk debate.
Monk debate.
Yeah, check it out.
Do you know around what time it took place?
It's pretty recent. It was probably a couple weeks ago.
It was probably last month or the month before. So it was either this June or it was May.
So, yeah, you could find, like, highlights of that debate on YouTube and stuff. That's great. Anything Douglas Murray has done, written, said, he is a hero for truth. They don't make him like him. But, I was going to get a drink. I kind of just want to watch this. It's kind of funny.
Well, Pig Coffee is there. And if you go in the Pig Coffee and you see a pudgy girl with short hair, that's the girl who decided to take off her kippah and get back to work.
Okay.
Yeah, and the dude over there with the red scarf on his head, that's the dude who decided not to take off his scarf and make a fucking huge display, and then not show up to work the next day later. So
I'm amazed that any of them have jobs to begin with, but not anymore for that guy.
Right? And I mean, think about how easy a job it is just to pour coffee.
Yeah. And oh my god. And so people do not understand how good they have it sometimes.
Oh, I know, dude.
They can be living. They wouldn't allow this protest even in parts of the Middle East. They wouldn't allow this in Emirates or Jordan or.
Palestine has attacked all their neighbors.
Yes.
What was it? 2014. The Egyptian government destroyed the Palestinian encampment on their border and destroyed hundreds of miles, if not hundreds of miles, thousands of miles of tunnels that the Palestinians were using to attack Egyptians.
Yes. Oh, and those tunnels are still going under Rafah now, in the Philadelphia corridor or whatever, underneath, right into the Sinai. And no, they're not. They're never going to protest that. They're never going to protest Hamas stealing aid money, and
Yeah.
they're not going to protest.
You know, what was it? At least 100,000 or 400,000 Palestinians joined Saddam Hussein's military when he invaded Kuwait, and they committed rape, murder, infanticide, robbery, just complete genocide of a Muslim nation and their people.
Yeah, and if you ever ask them, it's like there's a reason why the Egyptians and the Jordanians and the Lebanese don't want the Palestinians. No Arab country wants the Palestinians.
Yeah, they don't accept any refugees. They'll accept student visas and very few travel visas. I don't even know if some countries allow the travel visa. It's
the Israelis treat the Palestinians better than most other countries. And what do they get in return? They get October 7th.
Yeah. Yeah, think about it. Israel was one of the only countries that was like, yeah, we'll recognize Palestine, we'll treat them as people. Egypt's like, no, that's fucking retarded. Saudi Arabia gave up on it, you know, because they paid for their college, their university, their hospitals.
Yeah.
And then in return, the doctors and nurses that were Muslim but not Palestinian were murdered.
Yes. And they do it to their own people. As soon as Hamas won that so-called election, the first thing they did was murder the opposition in Fatah.
Yeah, the PLO, Yasser Arafat's people.
They
you know,
murdered the opposition. They murdered all the people who didn't support them. And it's, I mean, that's just asking too much. I don't think they can point to Israel on a map, frankly. One of those things, if I had $1 billion, then I'd done my ticket to Gaza.
right? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I was in a debate in college some years ago, and it's when, you know, people, it was obviously a lot before October 7th and stuff like that. So it wasn't quite as heated or whatever. It was a debate in college. And somebody used this dumb punk-washing term when I brought up LGBT rights in the Middle East. And then someone said, like, look, if viewers understand the liberation struggle, that, like, all oppressed people are the same. Like, give me a fucking break.
No.
If gays from Palestine were in Palestine, they'd have to move to Israel.
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
White guys.
Yeah, and white guys claiming to be Palestinian girls, you know, black girls. I mean, like, seriously, that dude in the skirt right there, I think he claims to be a black woman. The dude with the red kippah claims to be a Palestinian woman, you know. Oh, well, I identify as one. Oh my God, dude! So if I identify as anything, you know,
I
fucking
identify as an IDF commander. I should have worn my IDF shirt. Part of my job at my work, I host our podcast series, and every week on Wednesday we have a series called Israel Insider
podcast on Wednesdays.
So this last week, one of our staffers is a major general in the IDF. He's been serving since October 7th. And I got to interview him, and I do every week. He sent me an IDF t-shirt. Should have worn it.
Oh, if you get another one, find me.
Oh yeah, I got your email, man.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Tell me your name again.
Kenneth. Your name again.
Anna. Like
Anna. Yeah. That's easy to remember. Anna.
Yeah. Well, if you're here around later, I might go and pay Pudgy Coffee Girl a visit and get some whiskey in me or something.
Enjoy your whiskey, Anna.
Well, man, take care and stay safe.
You too. Stay safe.
When discrimination is on display, let me hear you say. Let me hear you say. Let me hear you say.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
When retaliation is on display, let me hear you say. Let me hear you say. Let me hear you say. Let me know.
Hello. I'm very well. Be safe. Thank you.
And the occupation now. We want justice to say how. Boycott victory right now. Boycott victory right now. Boycott victory
Captain
right
America.
now.
All right, my left hand doesn't
We want
work,
justice to say
so
how.
it closes without me realizing it,
Stop
and my
bombing
fingers
us now.
touch the screen, and the screen sometimes goes
Stop
out.
bombing
But I
us
got to give my
now.
right arm a fucking a rest, you know,
Stop bombing
holding
us
this the
now.
whole time.
We want justice to say how. We want justice to say how. And the speaker free Palestine. Free Palestine. Long live Palestine. Long live Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Long live Palestine. Long live Palestine. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free.
Like, when are these motherfuckers gonna do a fucking march? What do you call that? Where I do my live streams at night. Lemmer. Yeah, when are these motherfuckers going to go outside the Riot House and Whiskey Row and those other spots so I could be out there dressed like this?
When I say boycott, you say boycott. Boycott. Boycott.
We've been streaming for an hour and a half, and we have 59% battery life left.
Boycott.
Oh. I think that we need to, what do you call that? Put the battery pack on.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine.
Alrighty. Hold on, I gotta grab my portable power thing.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna wrap this up here pretty soon, but we will be back and we will be stronger. When I say big train, you say boycott. Big train. Big train. Big train. When I say boycott, you say big train. Boycott. Boycott. When Westerners are under attack, what do we do? When Westerners are under attack, what do we do? When dead people are under attack, what do we do? Free Palestine! Free Palestine! From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free! We will honor all our mothers! All the children's daughters! We will honor all our mothers! All the mothers and the fathers! All the teachers, nurses, doctors! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! When I say victory, you say boycott! Victory! 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 When I say boycott, you say victory! Boycott! 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 Okay, y'all, thanks for joining us. Free Palestine, free all trust people.
Alrighty. Protest is over. Hear that? I just plug in my power bank. So we got 2 dozen of them, 24 people. So started at roughly 11 o'clock. I got here. I had to get to my Captain Jumeric outfit. I had to put the flags in the hair, come outside, start the live stream. So we may go in and ask Pig Train if they have any free water. Douglas Murray monk debate with somebody whose name I can't remember. A person by the name of Anoff had a conversation with me. So yeah. It's 12:43. So we started around 11:07, 11:07, not 7:11. We're still at 59% battery life because we're using a portable power bank, not the good one, not my expensive one, a different one. So that's been sitting there for a while. There's something over there. Let's go check it out. It's been there for a minute. Oh. It's a toy. Somebody left their toy. Somebody left their toy. It's like a Lego block. I was wondering, like, man, I've seen that there for a while. Ah. Yep. PalaTARDinians are staring at me. So I identify as Christ, King of Earth. My pronoun is Christ, King of Earth. So are they going to address me as Christ, King of Earth? That's how I identify. Hello. All right, I'm still hungry as fuck. When we go home, we're going to get some food. Outlaw Burger on the loose. Hello. So that's the person right there who got fired for wearing that dirty scarf. They were given the chance, the opportunity, take off the scarf and get back to work or go home. You can see how dirty that scarf is. So that's a food and safety and health issue when serving food and coffee. So instead of just being a normal human being and saying, okay, I will take off the scarf, I will get back to work. They decided to go home. And then the next day later, when it came to showing up for work, that person decided not to show up for work. And that person got a no call, no show firing. The other person who has the Palestinian scarf, she's still at work. She's at work right now. She was given the option, take off the scarf or go home. She took off the scarf and went back to work. And then on her next shift, the next day later, she showed up for work without the scarf. She kept her job. It's, fucking shit. Y'all are beautiful. Be safe. Ah, fuck. It's time to get food, dude. I am so hungry, yo. I haven't eaten breakfast. What sounds good for breakfast? Maybe some oatmeal. Got to go home and cook some food, prepare dinner. What are we going to have for dinner? We'll make some chicken noodle soup. I have some chicken. I don't have any chicken broth or the bouillon cubes. I don't have chicken bouillon cubes. Yeah, so we'll just have to deal without the chicken bouillon. Some macaroni and cheese, you know. Oh, I do have salad. That's right. I have a box of salad. Go home and get out that. It's a plastic, one of those clear plastic tub boxes of salads you buy from the store, not in a bag.
Free Palestine.
Free American hostages. So one of the PalaTARDinians with their Pomeranian is taking off. Alrighty, here we are. It's dissipating. There's about 10 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8, almost half a dozen. Oh, goodness. Hello, sir. Oh, my right arm has been holding the phone the whole time. Wiggle it out. Oh my God. It's getting hot now. The sun's out. I got to put on some sunscreen. Dude, I got a lot of stuff to do today. Fuck. I have to go to the library and get stuff printed up, but I don't think the library opens till 1, which is in 6 minutes. I have to go, what do you call that? I got to go to Vitamin Cottage Natural Grocer, and I got to buy some of those little vegetable gel caps so I can grind up my mushrooms and put the mushrooms in the gel caps so I can take them that way. Oh. It's getting real fucking hot, y'all. It's time to go put on some sunblock. I am fucking... Whew, it's hot. Oh, shit. Is my power bank out of... Jeez, because I have 2 of these. Yep, the power bank's out of juice. So the power bank is out of juice. Let's unplug. Oh. So some of them took off their Palestinian flags and their kiffas. Yep. Okay. We're an hour and 51 minutes in. You guys gave me the name Captain Jumerica. Oh my fucking god, dude. I have one of those bikes. Yep. My tire's flat. I don't plan on fixing it. I plan on saving up and going to Russia. It's about 1 o'clock. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, we're going on an hour and 53 minutes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them left. 2 of them are leaving. Oh, wait, no. I missed the 3 in the background. A 4. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Free the hostages. Free the hostages.
Protect Israel.
Yeah. Ah. So that dude was wearing the kippa. You can see him with his loudspeaker. So we got 2 right there, or 3 with the girl with the pink hair in the shade of the tree. I got 4 right there. So that's it. Got 8 cops over there by that entrance. 8 cops there. And then over there by the other entrance, there's another 3 cops, or at least 2 that I can see. Oh my god, dude. Oh. Yeah. I gotta go get some sunblock on. We gotta go get some stuff printed up. We gotta go to Vitamin Cottage. We gotta grind up our mushrooms, put the mushrooms in the gel capsules, because chewing on mushrooms and eating them is like, right? And I'm not doing it to get high and trip balls. I only take them in small dosage. So yeah. I still have no idea where the fuck my LSD is. Oh, I got to clean my house, rearrange part of my room, and go from there. I'm totally like, what the fuck, dude? Ah. But anyways, we got to clean. It's the weekend. Got to do some laundry. I did some laundry on Thursday. Be safe. Palestine has been saved. Great job, protesters. Right? Oh my fucking god. Ah. Okay, it's 1:03. How long will these people just stand there, right? But they're in the shade. They have the shade. I'm in the sun. Yeah, I'm gonna go in and put all this stuff in my backpack. It's a tea. It's all right. It's good. Yeah, it's good. I should have asked for juice. So 3 protesters hanging out over there, 4 over here, me right here. Ah. Dude, fucking my alarm went off at 9 a.m. I snoozed it to like 9:40, took a shower, brushed my teeth, trimmed my mustache because I cannot handle the fucking mustache, dude. So fucking like, yeah, dude, have that fucking, what is it called? Amish look. Cannot handle the mustache. So why don't these people protest outside of the View House? The View House used to fly the ISIS flag. Alrighty. Oh, that dude just flipped me off. Yeah, like, wow, like, look how dirty that scarf is, though. Like, seriously, like, how do they not fucking realize that thing has to be bathed in a washing machine at least once a week, right? I mean, am I the only motherfucker who understands hygiene? Here we are. So there's 5 of them left. Yep. We're out here, as you guys have said, dressed as Captain Jumerica. Dressed however the fuck I want because I paid for this, right? The pants cost me like $15 plus tax. I got the cheapest ones in good Jew fashion. The shirt was $5, the cheapest one, good Jew fashion. Shipping and handling and taxes, another $5. In complete Jew fashion, right? Corporate Jew fashion. Alrighty. So we've been out here 2 hours and 2 minutes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Sunblock would be nice. So remember, we got to go to Vitamin Cottage and we got to get stuff printed up. So that's what we got to do. Yeah, the sun came out. Oh, it was supposed to rain. It may still rain. I mean, this is Colorado. So, yeah. So, hey, everybody. I think I'm going to call it. Oh, 2 more of the PalaTARDinians. Palestine is saved and free. These protesters have succeeded. Okay, so that dude has a map of Israel with a Palestinian flag over it. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome for the stream. 2 hours and 4 minutes. And it's 1:11 p.m. The stream has gone on for 2 hours and 4 minutes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 PalaTARDinian protesters left. They keep scattering out and handing out flyers. And seriously, guys, I need to get some fucking food in me. If you have to eat breakfast, if you have to eat lunch. At Fallout Shells, I can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, we can make some grilled cheese and tomato soup. I've got tomato soup. Got some tomato bisque. Alrighty. You know, the thing is, I have stuff to do. I don't think they have stuff to do. At least not the one who decided to give up his job to wear a dirty scarf that violates health, food, and safety regulations. Oh, goodness. Oh my fuck, my right arm is sore and tired. And we're getting low on battery life, so we're probably going to have to do that, you know. Go plug in the phone, get some more battery life going on. So we got stuff to do, but I would like to go swimming. But we got stuff to do. Be safe. You're welcome. So that lady just took my picture, said her husband's Israeli, and that dude's trying to gave her a flyer about free Palestine. How's it going, sir? So yeah, dude, I'm so fucking hungry right now, dude. Oh my fuck, I am starving, dude. Yeah, I don't know if I could wait here for these guys to walk off. They're just hanging out. They got nothing better to do. And maybe they know or heard me talk how hungry I am and how what do you call that? They're waiting. They're trying to wait me out. All right. Their bikes are unlocked. Well, a bike is unlocked. All right. All right. I don't know what happened there. My internet connection went out. Yeah, for like 5 minutes or so. The PalaTARDinians, they left. Seriously, they left. I wanted to show them walking away, but my internet connection just went out. I got a little spirally fucking thing, and then I had to fucking tap on various buttons to get my internet connection back. The stream is 2 hours and 12 minutes, all right? The time is 1:18 p.m. and I'm gonna fucking go, dude. I gotta put some sunblock on. I gotta clean up my house. Gotta do some vacuuming. I know I gotta do a load of white laundry. I don't think I gotta do towels. And go from there. Everybody in YouTube land, I got stuff to do. Stay warm if you need to stay warm. Stay cool if you need to stay cool. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay sober if you're choosing sobriety, because I'm choosing sobriety. Peace. Love you. And broadcast click, and broadcast click.